What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Today's video is my top 5 rugby players. I wanted to give a sneak peek of some of the rugby players that I'll be selecting before I get to my top 15 rugby players of the June Test Series of 2018. We've seen some outstanding performances by players. We've seen some shining elements from players that we might have not thought, but we've also seen players that we pretty much knew would stand out, and my word, did they only stand out. Now obviously in this video I know we will have certain disagreements with some players, but that's what the comment section is for. Let me know your top 5 players of the June Test Series, whoever you support, wherever they're from. Let me know in the comment section and I'll be more than happy to read through what your thoughts are of this game. Before we get to the business of today, I am just short, or just over 50 subscribers away from hitting 5,000 subscribers in total. This was my goal for the end of the year. We're already in July, nearly in July, and I'm already going to hit that goal. Can we get it by the end of the month? With your help, I'm sure we can. So big thank you once again for the support. But let's get to the business of today. My number 1 player for the June Test Series is Johnny Sexton. Reason? Because he's a genius with the ball. He's a genius of the game. He's skillful, he's talented. His tactical ability with the ball is fantastic. His running game is just pure genius. He really is an outstanding figure and a true inspiration to younger generations who want to become a fly-half. Bar none, for me, he's one of the best fly-halves in world rugby today, and he's continuing great form. He had a massive impact for Ireland, continued to show strength, dominance, and when he was on the field, you knew he was on the field. You could see that the Irish team changed and followed his way and played well. Him and Conor Murray are a genius pair, and really are one of the best as well. So for me, I had to go Johnny Sexton. He really is an outstanding player. Number 2, I went to the All Black squad and I picked Damien McKenzie. You've heard me mention this guy quite a few times. He is truly an outstanding player for New Zealand. He is quick. He is also tactically brilliant. He is a smart player with the ball. He can run, he can dodge, he can do quite a lot. He's not only a fullback, he can be a fly-half, and I'm sure with his size he could be a scrum-half and wing, because he's just he's that damn good. He had a massive impact for the All Blacks, scoring points obviously every game. He was strong, he was determined, he scored some fantastic tries. Obviously the other one that we won't talk about, but he really was instrumental. And the way he was a fantastic backup to Duane Vermeulen when he was injured was remarkable. He filled the shoes so well, and for me, if I was an All Black coach, I'd be smiling from ear to ear, knowing what talent I have to replace a brilliant, phenomenal player like Duane Vermeulen. So for me, I had to pick Damien McKenzie. He's a true champion, and I see such a bright future for him, and he's going to be probably one of the All Black greats as time goes on. I really hope he doesn't get injured, because I think he's got so much to offer there in the All Black jersey, and I could see him maybe as being a leader as time goes on. He really is remarkable. Number 3, I had to go with our South African boy Duane Vermeulen. Obviously you've all heard, well some of you might have not heard the news that he won't be playing in the Rugby Championship against Australia, New Zealand and Argentina. He's going to go play in Japan, and unfortunately some contractual issues that he's not allowed to play for the Springboks, which is absolute bullshit in my opinion, because he is a massive loss. He was strong in every game that he played. He had a massive impact. His leadership skills, his quality, his tackling is genius. He has an impact in that team. He transforms that team, and he'll be a massive miss. I know we've got the likes of Warren Whiteley to replace him and all that stuff, but for me Duane was just a brilliant player, and just stood out from a lot of the other players within the Springbok squad. He put his hand up, and I'm sure he had a big influence in calming the boys down, especially when we were in tough times of sitting on maybe a loss against England, and credit. We didn't play him in Wales. Clearly we could maybe see that. It was a tough one. He was strong over the ball, made a number of strong carries, and put in, as I said, a number of big hits. As a vice captain, he was fantastic, and he was just truly remarkable. And I'm sorry that he's not going to be playing in the Rugby Championship, but I'm thrilled that he made such an impact in the junior internationals. He truly was outstanding against England, and credit to him. He is number 3 for me. Right, number 4 for my top 5 players of the June Test is Mr. David Pocock. This guy was truly remarkable. He stood out. He was strong. I mean, he hadn't played international rugby in, what was it, 14 or so months? Or I think maybe even 18 months. The way he just came back and took over, it was like he never left. He was outstanding. He was strong. He was physical. He was cheeky. He was just brilliant. And I had to put him in my squad for this tournament. I mean, there's so many great players, but for me, just the fact that the guy hadn't been playing rugby for so long, he had to be in it because he was just brilliant. He was influential in all 3 tests against Ireland. He made 43 tackles and won 7 clean turnovers, which for me is truly remarkable. Obviously, there are other guys in his position that are also brilliant, but for me, the way he just came back, I could not have him in my team. He was truly remarkable, and credit to David Pocock, and welcome back to the international circuit, my friend. You truly did amazing stuff. Now, number 5. Who can it be? Well, it's a tough one, and I think when I did yesterday's video of the top 7 topics of the game, I left out a very important team. And that was Wales. Why I say I left them out? They were undefeated in the Northern Hemisphere, guys. They beat South Africa in America. They beat Argentina twice. They were remarkable and are on a very good winning streak at the moment. And I only hope it continues for Wales' sake. And I had to include for number 5, whether you agree with me or not, I had to give it to the man, Ellis Jenkins. He truly stood out. He was instrumental in the win over South Africa, and I noticed that. I saw that game, and I had to pick him for that. He put in huge amounts of strength into the games against Argentina over the past weekend. He made 39 tackles over those 2 tests and made 8 turnovers, guys. It's truly remarkable what he was able to do. He stood out, and with his team on the roll it was, I could not include a Welshman because he was just truly remarkable. And credit to Ellis, credit to Wales, and apologies for not putting you in my top 7 topics in yesterday's video. So many other players that we could have looked at. Johnny May from England, Conor Murray, Kurtley Beale. I mean, guys, we got numbers coming out of our ears. Beauden Barrett, unfortunately, before he went injured. Cody Taylor. There's so many other names that I missed. Haifa from Ireland, but unfortunately for me, I've selected these 5. Obviously, it's my opinion. Let me know your opinion too in the comment section down below. I'm very interested to hear what you guys have to say. Who are your top players? And it's, as I said, a sneak peek before the big 15 players who I say are who stood out in the June Test series for this year's 2018 June series. It was truly remarkable. It was amazing. I'm trying to bring out more international videos. I have a few ideas for the World Cup coming up next week and in the upcoming weeks as we lead on to the next international section for the Rugby Championship. So guys, I'm not going anywhere. Make sure you subscribe. Super Rugby video coming out tomorrow morning. So once again, make sure you are subscribed for that. And I'll see you guys real soon for another video. Thanks so much for watching. Give it a like if you enjoyed it. Let me know who your top 5 players are in the comment section down below. And I'll see you guys real soon for another video. Thanks so much for watching. Stay safe and never give up. Cheers.